Dear students, Namaste and welcome you to the next class of Compulsory English Grade 10. How are you, dear students? I hope you all are doing well. Dear students, we are going to do new activities in today's class. Can you guess what we are going to do? Exactly, we are going to do listening and speaking exercises, okay? Alright, before we start the exercises from textbook, I do have some questions for you, okay? So for that, you have to look at the pictures here. Do you see the pictures here? There are two pictures. Now, looking at these two pictures, you have to answer a question. It's there. What have they done recently? Look at the first picture. Look at this old man. What has he done recently? Can you say? Right, he has broken his leg. That's good. Look at the second picture. You can see a girl holding a trophy in her hands. Can you say what has she done recently? Alright, she has won a competition recently. Alright, that's good. Okay, now I do have a question for you. The question is, what have you done recently? Can you say? Okay, let me note down what you have said. Okay, one of you said, I have played football. That's good. Okay, somebody is saying the next thing. Oh, that's good. I have visited Pokhara. Very good. Is there anybody saying the next thing? Okay, that's good. I have written a story. Okay, that's very good, dear students. You have done different things. That's good. Okay, now we are going to discuss the similar thing, what the people have done recently in our speaking exercises. So, dear students, all of you look at the speaking exercises given in your textbook. Are you ready to do that? Okay, that's wonderful. Let's do the speaking activities first. Okay, look at the first activity there in your book. It says, walk in pairs. Ask what activities people have done recently and answer using the given clues. See there. First, you need to ask a question. What activities people have done recently? That will be your question. Then, you will also answer this question using the clues there. We'll look at, we'll practice there. Okay, you do have an example also. Look at the example first. See, there is an example for you and you have to do in the similar way. So, let's see what the people are talking in the example.
Which place has Kathy recently visited?
She has visited London.
Which place has Kathy recently visited?
She has visited London.
Okay, dear students, I hope you heard the conversation there. So, see there, you can see in the book also or on the screen, which place has Kathy recently visited? This is the question A asks, and see the answer. B replies, she has visited London. So, here you need to be familiar with the structure that we are going to use in this exercise. So, which place has Kathy recently visited? You can see there, we have used has, then there is a person, then recently, then visited, the past participle form of the verb. So, you need to know here. So, you will be using different question words. Okay, you will be using different question words. For example, you can be using which, what, where such question words you can use. And then you will also use has or have. If it's singular, you will use has. If the subject is plural, you will use have. Then you will use the subject or the person who has done the activity. Then you will write the subject. And then you will add the word recently. Okay? Then you will add the word recently. And finally, you will use the past participle form of the verb. Past participle form of the verb. This is how you will ask the question. And while answering, you can simply say, she has visited London. So, you will use again present perfect tense. That means you will use has or have and then verb 3. So, while answering, you will be using past perfect tense. That means you will use the subject, then has or have, and then past participle form of the verb. Form of the verb. Okay, so see there, you will be using first, you will be using subject, then has or have, and then past participle form of the verb. This is how you will answer the questions in this conversation. Okay, can you do now? Okay, let's do then. So you do have different situations given there from A to Z. Okay, we'll do them one by one. We'll practice together. Okay, so let's do it together. Be ready. Look at the first one. There is Soban paint house. So what question do you ask here? Can you say? Okay, that's good. What has Siban done recently? Very good. And what will be the answer? Okay, he has painted the house. That's wonderful. Now let's look at the second one. What's the situation? Okay, Sarmista watched a movie. Now can you make a question here? Can you ask a question using these clues? Alright, that's good. What has Sarmista done recently? That's good. Now what will be the answer then? What will the next person reply? Can you say? Okay, so she has watched a movie. In the same way, let's see the third one. Lakpa scale Mount Annapurna. This is the situation given. Now, can you make a question here? Can you ask a question using this situation? Alright, so what has Lakpa done recently? That's a good question. Okay, now what will be the answer to this question? Can you say? Okay, that's good. He has scaled Mount Annapurna. Scaled means climbed. Okay, he has climbed Mount Annapurna, that means. Now let's look at the next question, next situation. Srijana plant potato. Srijana plant potato. This is the situation given there. Can you ask a question? Okay, what has Srijana planted recently? Very good. What has Srijana planted recently? Now what will be the answer? Okay, she has planted potatoes. Very good. She has planted potatoes. Let's move on to next. The next situation is Swikriti release new song. Okay, so what will be the question here? Can you ask? What did you ask? Ah, that's good. What has Swikriti done recently? Very good. And what will be the reply? That's good. She has released a new song. Very good. Again, let's move on to the next one. Next situation is Nandita take driving test. Ask a question. That's good. What has Nandita done recently? An answer? She has taken a driving test. That's good. Now the last one. Ashok visit grandparents. Okay, can you ask a question? That's good. What has Ashok done recently? That's good. And the answer? All right, he has visited his grandparents. Dear students, you did a very wonderful job. That's good. Now let's move on to the next exercise on the speaking, that is exercise B. Let's do it. Okay, let's see the question first. Ask 3 of your friends what they have recently done. Keep notes of their work and tell it to the class. This is the situation. First, you have to ask 3 of your friends what they have done recently. You have to write them. Then you have to go to the class and share it. Okay, what they have done. Okay, do you understand the situation? So there is an example for you. Okay, see there how you need to share. Krisa has recently visited a library in her community. She has got the membership of the library. She has also borrowed 2 books for 15 days. You see here what Krisa has done. 3 different activities you can see there, and they are all in present perfect tense that we already discussed. You also need to use the present perfect tense while sharing the activities your friends have done in the classroom, okay, while sharing it in the classroom. Did you get the idea how you need to do? Okay, for your help, I have also asked some of my friends. I have just asked 2 of my friends what they have done recently, and I have taken the notes. Now I am going to share you what they have done recently. Let's look at the first one. Nisha has recently published a storybook. She has published 1,000 copies of her book. She has already sold 600 copies of her book. Okay, that is what my friend Nisha has done recently. I have also asked my next friend Prerak what he has done recently. So let me share what Prerak has done recently. Prerak has recently visited Pokhara. He has taken many photos there. He has also brought gifts for his friends. See here what they have done. I just said, okay, what my friends have done recently. So in the same way, you also have to ask your friends what they have done recently, then write it and go to the classroom. When you go to the classroom, you have to share it, okay? So you can get feedback from your teacher in the classroom. Can you do this? Okay, dear students, with this we completed the first part of today's lesson, that is speaking. Here we just learn to ask the questions what people have done recently, and we also learn to reply the questions, or we also learn to share the things what people have done recently. I hope now you can ask your friends or other people what they have done recently, and you can also reply when somebody asks you what you have done recently. Can you do? Okay, that's very good. That's wonderful. Now, we are going to deal with the listening task. So, dear students, please turn a book to the listening activities in your textbook, okay? So, before we start the activities given in your textbook, I do have an activity for you. So, look at the pictures here. You do have 4 pictures here. Do you see? Okay. So, you have to recognize these pictures. So let's start with the first picture. Who are they? What game they are related to? Can you say? Do you have any idea? You can look at the dress they are wearing. You can see champions is written their trophy in their hands. Can you recognize these people? Okay, do not worry even if you do not know. They are Nepali cricket team. Okay, Nepali cricket team. They are related to cricket match, cricket game. Okay. Now let's look at the second picture. I hope you can recognize them. Can you? Who are they? What game they are related to? Can you say? You may know some of the players here. You might have watched you might have watched different matches they have played. Can you guess who are they? Okay, they are Nepali football team. They are related to football games. So look at the third picture. So you can see people running on a very difficult place, strange place. They are not running on the race course. Do you see? So look at the very first person running there. Do you know who she is? What game or what activity, what sports activity she is related to? Okay. So she is, can you say? Exactly, Meera Rai. And she is ultra marathon runner. Very good. And look at the next. Okay. Look at the next picture. So what is she doing in the picture? She is swimming there. Okay. She is swimming. And can you guess who she is? Okay. She is very good. Gaurika Singh. She is a swimmer. She has taken part in different competitions representing Nepal. Okay. So these are the different sports activities and different sports persons, okay, related to different sports activities who represent Nepal in different competitions. Now still, let's look at the next question. They are from your textbook. The first question is, name any two most popular sports in Nepal. Can you say what are these most popular sports in Nepal? Can you guess? Okay, what did you say? Okay, football. All right, one, football. Okay, what next? Can you say? Okay, all right, you mean cricket. Do you mean so? Okay, what other games are played in Nepal? What other games are popular? Can you say? All right, there is volleyball also. Okay, all right. Okay, volleyball. Okay, can you say others? Okay, you mean badminton? All right. Okay, now you have said many games, but the most popular one, which one are most popular ones you think? Okay. All right, you mean football and cricket? Okay, that's fine. Okay, there is a next question also. Which one of the two do you like the most and why? Why do you like those games? Okay, so first we said football and cricket. Okay, now the question is, which one of the two you like the most? Among those popular games we listed on the board, you say different games. Okay, right, so you said football and cricket. Okay, that's fine. Now can you say why do you like those games? Right. Can you say? Which one of the two, football and cricket, among these two, which one do you like? Do you like football or do you like cricket the most? Football? Okay, it can be your own choice. For me, I like cricket. Okay, I like cricket. So you may like football. Next friend may like cricket. Okay, so it's your own choice. And I like football because, sorry, I like cricket. I like cricket because Nepal is doing better at cricket. You might have heard in the news, Nepal has on different competitions in international level, okay, in cricket. That's why I like cricket. Okay, you may like football. That's your choice, but you need to give the reason. Okay. Okay, students. After these discussions, we looked at the pictures and talked about the sports persons and different sports. We discussed about the popular sports in Nepal. So after this discussion, you can guess what we are going to listen today. Can you guess what might be the listening audio be about? Okay, certainly it's about sports. That's wonderful. Okay, certainly it's about sports. Okay, dear students, now is the time we listen to the audio and do the exercises. Are you ready to do that? Okay, so before we do the exercises, so before we listen to the audio, first we will be familiar with the exercises. Okay, so you do have two exercises to be done after listening to the audio. The first exercise is listen to the audio and fill in the blanks with the correct words or phrases. This is what you need to do first. Okay, so there are 6 questions and you need to listen to the audio and fill in the words or phrases in this blank space. For example, look at the first one. Nepal and Bangladesh are going to play the finals of football tournament. What comes in this blank space? You need to listen to the audio, find out the word or phrase and write in the blank space. In the same way, you will be doing to all the sentences also. Did you get the idea? Okay, that's good. And the next exercise you need to do while listening to the audio is exercise C. It reads, write true or false or not given against the statements based on the information from the audio. And here you need to know when you need to write true, when false, and when not given. Have you got the idea? Okay, do not worry, I'll tell you. So if the statement given here is true, for example, the football tournament was organized by Nepal. If this statement is right, correct, you hear in the audio, then you write true. If you find something else, it's not true, it's wrong, it's false, then you'll write false against it. And if you do not find this information throughout the audio, when you listen to the audio, you do not get the information that Nepal has organized the audio or Nepal has organized the tournament or which country, it's not given in the audio, then you'll write not given. That means if you do not hear the information in the audio, you write not given. Are you clear? Okay, so see, you do have 5 statements here. You listen carefully and decide whether they are true, false or not given. Did you understand? Okay, so dear students, now you have to know next thing, that is you will get chance to listen to the audio 3 times. Okay, you listen to the audio 3 times. For the first time when I play the audio, you will not write, you will not do any activity, you will just listen and try to be familiar with the audio. Okay, this time you will not do the activity. The second time I play the audio, you will listen carefully and do exercise B. That is, you will fill in the gaps there. Similarly, when I play the audio the third time, you will do exercise C. You will write true, false or not given. And after you complete these two exercises, we will discuss whether your answers are right or wrong. We will discuss together. Okay? Did you get the idea? Very good. Now is the time you listen to the audio. Are you ready to listen? Okay, that's good. So listen. Here goes the audio.
Sports news. Nepal and Bangladesh will clash in the finals of the Three Nations Cup football tournament today. Nepal has not scored any goals in the ongoing tournament yet. Team Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament, also had to satisfy with a goalless draw against Bangladesh on Saturday. However, managed to reach the finals. Bangladesh hasn't been able to score any goals in the tournament either. Bangladesh registered a solitary goal win over Kyrgyzstan through an own goal by a Kyrgyz player. Speaking at the pre-match conference yesterday, coach of Team Nepal, Balgopal Maharjan, said the team will try to end its goal drought and lift the title today. The title decider is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 this evening at Dashrath Stadium in the capital's Tripureshwar.
Okay, dear students, you heard the audio. Now is the time to do the exercise. So first you will do exercise B, and remember you will do while listening to the audio. So please be ready to do the exercise. Here goes the audio.
Sports news. Nepal and Bangladesh will clash in the finals of the Three Nations Cup football tournament today. Nepal has not scored any goals in the ongoing tournament yet. Team Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament, also had to satisfy with a goalless draw against Bangladesh on Saturday. However, managed to reach the finals. Bangladesh hasn't been able to score any goals in the tournament either. Bangladesh registered a solitary goal win over Kyrgyzstan through an own goal by a Kyrgyz player. Speaking at the pre-match conference yesterday, coach of Team Nepal, Balgopal Maharjan, said the team will try to end its goal drought and lift the title today. The title decider is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 this evening at Dashrath Stadium in the capital's Tripureshwar.
Okay, dear students, I hope you filled in the blank spaces listening to the audio. Now is the time you do the next exercise, that is true false. So first be ready to listen and do the exercise, okay? So you have to do the exercise while listening. So listen and do. Here goes the audio.
Sports news. Nepal and Bangladesh will clash in the finals of the Three Nations Cup football tournament today. Nepal has not scored any goals in the ongoing tournament yet. Team Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament, also had to satisfy with a goalless draw against Bangladesh on Saturday. However, managed to reach the finals. Bangladesh hasn't been able to score any goals in the tournament either. Bangladesh registered a solitary goal win over Kyrgyzstan through an own goal by a Kyrgyz player. Speaking at the pre-match conference yesterday, coach of Team Nepal, Balgopal Maharjan, said the team will try to end its goal drought and lift the title today. The title decider is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 this evening at Dashrath Stadium in the capital's Tripureshwar.
Okay, dear students, I hope you completed both of the exercises. Now we'll discuss the answers one by one. So look at the first exercise, that is exercise B, and we'll do it together. So here you have to fill in the blank spaces. Let's do with A. Let's start. Nepal and Bangladesh are going to play the finals of football tournament. What did you write in the blank space here? Okay, what did you write? Okay, now so you have to find the answer from this clip. Okay,
Sports news. Nepal and Bangladesh will clash in the finals of the Three Nations Cup football tournament today.
So, did you hear? What is the answer? Three Nations Cup. Okay, Three Nations Cup. Now let's do B. Nepal had played a match against Bangladesh on Saturday. So what goes in the blank space here? So please listen to this
Team
clip.
Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament, also had to satisfy with a goalless draw against Bangladesh on Saturday.
So you heard. So what's the answer? Goalless draw. That's good. Now let's see. Team Nepal managed to reach despite having scored no goal. So what goes in the blank space? What have you written? Okay, the finals? Is it so? Let's listen and verify it.
Team Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament, also had to satisfy with a goalless draw against Bangladesh on Saturday. However, managed to reach the finals.
So did you hear the last part? It said reach the finals. So you are right. Now D. The only goal for Bangladesh came through an goal by a Kyrgyz player. So what kind of goal have you written here? What did you write? Okay, by an own goal you wrote. Okay, let's see whether it's right or not.
Bangladesh hasn't been able to score any goals in the tournament either. Bangladesh registered a solitary goal win over Kyrgyzstan through an own goal by a Kyrgyz player.
So own goal, is it right? Okay, that's right, own goal. Look at next. Nepali team coach is hopeful that Nepal will win the title of the tournament. So you have to write the name of the coach here. I hope you found it. What's the name? Okay. What did you say? Bal Gopal Maharjan? Is it so? Let's listen once.
Speaking at the pre-match conference yesterday, coach of Team Nepal, Bal Gopal Maharjan, said the team will try to end its goal drought and lift the title today.
Okay, you are right. Bal Gopal Maharjan is the right answer. The last one. The final match is going to be played at 5:30 p.m. So at what place did you write? Okay, what did you write? Okay, Dasarath Stadium. Is it so? Let's listen.
The title decider is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 this evening at Dashrath Stadium in the capital's Tripureshwar.
Dasarath Stadium is the right answer. That's good. You did well. Now let's go to next. True, false or not given. This is exercise C. What have you written? Let's see. The first one. The football tournament was organized by Nepal. Is it so? Is it organized by Nepal? What have you written? Okay, if you listen here.
The title decider is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 this evening at Dashrath Stadium in the capital's Tripureshwar.
Okay, so see, this is the last part of the audio. This is only the clue that the match was in Nepal. But do we know that it is organized by Nepal? So there is no information about who is the organizer. That's why this is not given in the audio. Let's do next. Nepal reached the finals of the tournament despite the loss against Kyrgyzstan on Saturday. Is it true or false? What have you written? True? Okay, listen to this clip then.
Team Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament, also had to satisfy with a goalless draw against Bangladesh on Saturday. However, managed to reach the finals.
So this clip says it's not true, it's false, isn't it? So you have to write false. Let's go to C. Nepal had registered a win of 1-0 against Kyrgyzstan in the first match of the tournament. Is it so? Did Nepal win Kyrgyzstan? Let's listen to this clip again.
Team Nepal, which had settled for a goalless stalemate against Kyrgyzstan in its first match of the tournament.
So what does this say? It says it's false because Nepal did not score any goal. Okay, let's see the next one. D. Bangladesh has not scored a goal of its own throughout the tournament. Is it true? What have you written? True. Okay, let's listen then.
Bangladesh hasn't been able to score any goals in the tournament either.
So it's true. That's good. Wonderful. Now the last one. 3 countries had participated in the tournament. Is it so? It was given in the very beginning of the audio. You wrote true? Okay, let's listen.
Sports news.
Nepal and Bangladesh will clash in the finals of the Three Nations Cup football tournament today.
So it says Three Nations Cup. That's why 3 countries participated. So it's true. Okay, dear students, you did a very wonderful job. Now we have just one activity, that is the last one. When did you last watch a football tournament? Share it with the class. So how will you do it? Just telling, oh, I watched last Sunday is not enough. You have to give more information. So look at this. You can talk when did the tournament take place, where did the tournament take place, who played, that means the names of the teams, how many goals were scored, which team scored how many goals, number of goals you can say, which team won, you can discuss that, or what was the award, you can discuss that. You can give this information to your class. Okay. So dear students, with this we are at the end of today's class. In today's class, we mainly learn to ask the question about recent activities and answer them. Similarly, we also listened to an audio related to sports and did different listening activities. Dear students, thank you very much for your wonderful participation. We'll meet again in the next class. Till then, namaste, goodbye.